Across the internet, there are stories that claim the world is controlled by hidden forces, secret groups operating behind governments, banks, and global institutions. Among the most controversial of these ideas is something known as the Khazar conspiracy theory. According to supporters of this theory, modern global power structures are influenced by people who allegedly descend from a mysterious medieval empire called the Khazars. But where did this idea come from? And how did it become one of the most debated conspiracy theories online? The Khazars were a real historical people. More than 1,000 years ago, they built a powerful empire across the vast steppe lands between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, territory that today includes parts of southern Russia and Ukraine. Between the 7th and 10th centuries, the Khazar Khaganate controlled major trade routes linking Europe and Asia. Because of this strategic position, the empire became wealthy and influential. What makes the Khazars particularly unusual in history is the claim found in medieval sources that their ruling elite adopted Judaism sometime during the 8th or 9th century. This unusual event would later become the foundation of a much larger and more controversial theory. Centuries after the Khazar Empire disappeared from history, a controversial idea began to circulate. According to this theory, many Jewish communities in Europe might not descend primarily from the ancient Israelites of the Middle East, but from the Khazars of Eastern Europe. Supporters of the theory claim that powerful families, financial institutions, and global organizations are connected through this hidden history. They argue that understanding the Khazars is the key to understanding modern geopolitics, global finance, and even international conflicts. These claims often connect the theory to secret societies, banking dynasties, and the concept of a future New World Order. In recent years, some versions of the theory have even linked it to modern geopolitical events. Certain online sources claim that conflicts in Eastern Europe, including the war in Ukraine, are connected to supposed plans involving a revival of a Khazar state. Other claims suggest that global institutions such as international financial organizations or political alliances are influenced by hidden networks connected to this alleged history. These ideas circulate widely on social media and alternative media platforms, where they often gain large audiences. However, historians and researchers largely dispute these claims. While the Khazar Empire did exist, most historical and genetic research does not support the idea that modern Jewish populations primarily descend from Khazars. Instead, studies show complex origins involving ancient Middle Eastern ancestry, combined with centuries of migration and cultural exchange. Because of this, many scholars classify the Khazar conspiracy theory as a modern political narrative, rather than established historical fact. The Khazars remain one of the most fascinating civilizations of the medieval world, but the dramatic theories surrounding them show how easily real history can become intertwined with speculation, politics, and conspiracy thinking. In the age of the internet, stories like this spread faster than ever, blurring the line between historical mystery and modern myth.